Welcome back to another episode of the Bush Bundys. Today I'm with my good pal here, Kieran. We're at our favourite river. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully get some gold today. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the mountains of Otago, New Zealand. Everywhere you look out here, there are signs the old timers were here long before us. Rusted bits of tin roofing, old pipes disappearing into the bush, hand-stacked rock walls, and water races carved right into the hillsides. Back in the gold rush days, this country would have been alive with miners, chasing gold through every creek and terrace they could find. Most of this was done by hand too. Picks, shovels, wheelbarrows, and pure hard graft in some of the harshest country in New Zealand. And when you look around at the worked terraces and stacked tailings, you realise just how much ground they shifted without modern machinery. Some of these hillsides have literally been reshaped by hand. It's pretty wild thinking that over 100 years later, we're still out here chasing gold in the exact same valleys. But here we are, so sit down and enjoy the adventure.
Mushrooms.
They look like that.
I dare you to eat one.
Nah, those ones don't actually make you too sick, eh?
Holy shit, guys. I almost caked it so bad. That trunk that's there, saddling it, it was all the way up there. I saddled it and then it slipped and I was grabbing onto it like this and I slid all the way down, managed to get off onto this little bit here. Oh, if I'd have fallen down there, that would have been no bloody good. And little bit injured, but nothing too major, so we'll carry on. But keep that as a lesson. Be bloody careful out here, because especially when it's been raining, everything is so slippery, and all these trees are just ridiculously loose and dead, and they break, they slip. Woo! But we're here. What was it? What did I look like when I was, I was coming down? I was sliding down the trunk. I was like literally saddled onto it and looking at Shannon like, holy fuck.
Hey.
Oh my god, I wish I had that on film. That was so funny, but dangerous. Do not try this at home. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we've got all of that is pipes. That there is a massive pipe that runs along. It's all been destroyed. There's a big pipe down here, and then there's a bunch of pipes through here. They must have, it looks like the old timers must have got their water from up here, because you can kind of see waterfalls. There's waterfalls all the way up, so it kind of makes sense that they would get their water from here, whereas a steep incline and the water would just shoot down to wherever they want it. More old-timer stuff. Big old pipe. Steam trains up here. Small little streams that come back into a river. And it's just been like acting like a sluice the whole time. So it's probably about 4 degrees, 3 or 4 degrees, maybe a little bit less up here actually. And she's bloody cold. We're gonna have to put our wetsuits on now, which is probably gonna be the hardest part of today. Especially because we have no jet boil, so we can't even warm up the water. Shit. This stuff right here, absolute lifesaver. Any sort of baby shampoo, body wash, you chuck that in, you'll slide right into the wetsuit. You'll get absolutely no issues whatsoever, and you get a nice bit of a clean inside there too while you're in it all day, because who doesn't love a nice little wash? This is not my favorite thing to do on the trips, that's for sure. Ah, just do it. Holy shit. Well, remember Shannon last time putting a wetsuit on for the first time. Let's see if he's any better. Oh, yeah, look at that. Took all of 10 seconds this time. Last time it was like 5 minutes struggling.
Got the skills now.
Having a zip here would be nice. We just piss ourselves in the water. So in a previous video we have actually worked this particular hole. Now there's been a few floods since we've been here. We've had a lot of snow, we've had a lot of rain. We had about 2 weeks of rain at one point, so naturally this whole area has changed. It's just kind of the way it works, unfortunately, especially when you come out towards the winter time. A lot of rain, if you dig a hole it's going to get filled back in, so you've got to rework that. Here's Shannon. Putting a bit of a mano wave at you. Well, we're just gonna crack into it. I think it's been a bit of a mission getting out here this morning. It's been bloody cold, we've been hiking up, and well, we're just ready to crack into it. Let's see how much gold we can find today. Yo! Now I'm thinking maybe we set the sluice up over here right next to the hole. We might be able to shovel some stuff on. So we bought ourselves a nice shovel this morning. 20 bucks from bloody Bunnings. How good, so cheap. It's just a big version of our little one actually. So Fraser, if you're watching, you can be proud of us that we actually bought a bigger shovel. Might not be the best one, but it should do the trick today, because we've got some ground to move, baby. Let's go! We are gonna find a 10 grammer today. That's the goal. If we don't find a 10 grammer, we are gonna sleep here and keep working it until we do. Gold. we got the Lorax over here and we got the gold gimp over there. So we've got back down now to the original layer that we're on, and we know this because we're getting really brown clay material. All this brown clay material is exactly what you're looking for.
Back on the gold.
Yeah? You hear that, guys? We are back on the gold. Straight away, just from a few shovels. Now our goal is to get right back down to the bottom of the bedrock. We never quite got there last time. This is going to be a big effort, but we're going to do it.
It's like pretty neat, but wouldn't be surprised if we get marked on by time.
Mate, if we are on like chest height, it would be crazy, but yeah. Who knows how deep this river is. We are in a very canyony bit. There's going to be a big, I think this inside channel is going to be the deepest part, because this is where the bedrock just drops.
A little bit cold.
Yeah, she's cold, but we're getting gold.
And I need to take a pee.
Oh, good luck with that, mate. I'll edit a zipper on your...
Yeah, I'm just going to take my suit off for PA. Never pee in your wetsuit.
Yeah. Our hole is getting very deep now. This bedrock just goes straight down. Now look at him. We really want to get to that bedrock, eh? We're seeing layers of gold, flood gold, as we go down, and we're now at a point where we're not really getting much. Anyway, I've got a target, and it's in here. Very weird target, but we'll dig it out anyway. It's kind of flipping between both, but it doesn't really have that sharp whip that I'm looking for when it's gold. But who knows, you never know. Gold is funny like that. Still going bananas. Big chunk of metal. huge chunk of metal there. So that bedrock curves back in, it doesn't sort of plateau, and we're trying to find a crevice in there, but this thing just keeps going down. This is like past waist height now, it's crazy.
After grinding away in that hole for ages, the gold had pretty much dried up, and the deeper we went, the harder it was getting to work it properly. So instead of wasting the whole day digging ourselves into a swimming pool, we decided to head further downstream and switch over to sniping. The good thing with these creeks is sometimes all it takes is moving a few meters to find completely different ground. Shannon jumped straight into shifting the overburden, chest deep in freezing water, trying to open up the bedrock underneath. And before long, we started exposing this nice looking crevice running right across the stream. These crevices are exactly what you want to see out here. Heavy gold drops down into those cracks and can sit there untouched for years. Sometimes even since the old miners were here over 100 years ago. This is the sort of terrain that can hide gold really well. Over thousands of floods, the heavier gold works its way down into these tiny cracks and fractures in the rock, where it can stay trapped for years. The deeper and tighter the crevice, usually the better chance of gold. Breaking apart bits of bedrock and opening the cracks up properly exposes the trapped gold, making it easier to suck up. Usually the gold isn't sitting out in the open either. It's buried right down in the hard packed material at the very bottom of the crack. A lot of these crevices were probably impossible for the old timers to properly clean out as well. They didn't have the wetsuits, underwater torches, or the small gear we use now. So there's still a chance some of the ground has never really been touched properly. Sniping is really just underwater treasure hunting, mixed in with a little bit of hypothermia, and we love it.
Well guys, that is the end of the day. We have been sniping and sluicing for most part of the day, and god, it was bloody cold, wasn't it? My hands were frozen, my feet were frozen. There was many times we had to get in and out of the water, so it maybe wasn't quite as productive as we would like. I think that's just the way it goes when you're coming into winter. So let's see how we get on over the winter. There may not be as much golding as you'd probably expect, but it's time to get out of these wetsuits and we'll go home. We'll weigh out what we've got. We got a nice little picker and maybe a handful of little bits in the sluice. It wasn't actually that great of a day, but that's just how it goes when you're on the big jobs, eh? You get that on the big jobs.
Although today didn't go quite as planned, we're still happy with what showed up. The biggest picker was 0.1 grams, and overall 0.45 grams is what we managed to find. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one. Yo!
I'm a gold.